Hello guys, so in this video we are going to see this problem, detect squares. So let's see what this particular problem says is. So it is saying you are given a stream of points as in you will get the points one by one and you will not get it all together at once. Okay. In the XY plane, design an algorithm that adds new points from the stream into a data structure, and while doing that you have to keep in mind that duplicates are allowed and they are treated as different points. Okay. Now it is saying given a query point, count the number of ways to choose 3 points from the data structure such that the 3 points and the query point form an axis aligned square with positive area. Okay, so what this basically means to say is an axis inclined square is a square whose edges are all same length and are either parallel or perpendicular to the xy axis. That is basically it is saying is, if this is the x axis, y axis, these squares that you are forming, these should be parallel to the y-axis and this should be parallel to the x-axis. It should not be like you are given this particular coordinate and you are forming a square like this. Okay, so this is basically what it is saying. Now you are given three classes and they have this constructor, these two methods. This add method will add the particular point that is provided by the stream. You can see a first point, and this count, what it will do, this is the provided the second point. So let's see what this how to approach this problem, and before that we'll see the example that they have provided. Okay, so here what they have done is they have called this method add 3 times. So they have added 3 values here, you can see. Now on the fourth one they have called the count. So what they are doing, they are providing the point here. So basically when they are providing the point count and this point, so basically with this point how many other points that you can make square with this particular point. So you can basically say if we select these three we can make one square here. Okay, so basically first we will have to check whether it is possible to make square, and if at all it is possible to make the square, then how many of them are there. Okay, now you see, so here in this case we can return 1 because 1 square can be formed. Now when this particular count is again called with this particular coordinates, see this is the coordinate. So basically first you will check whether the square can be formed itself or not. So here you can see that square cannot be formed, okay, in any way. Okay. Now if the square itself cannot be formed, then the number of squares, that is like a vague question and will return 0 here. Then they have added 11 comma 2. Keep in mind that they have already added 11 comma 2, so here they are adding duplicates, and you can see they have provided 2 colors for it. That is, they are considering both of them as different, okay, as we have seen in the previous slide. Now when they have again called the count 11 comma 10, so we have to count how many squares can be formed with this particular coordinate as one of the corner and picking any 3 coordinate. Okay, so basically you can see here we have 2 colors, purple and red. So you can form square with the purple one or it can form square with the red one. So basically in this case it will return 2. So that is what it says, 1 0 2 when there are 3 counts, 11 comma 10, 14 comma 10, 11 comma 10. So let's see how we can proceed with this particular problem. So before that let us understand some basis, and based on those basics we'll like decide our data structure and then we'll see the code. So basically if a point is there, it can form squares with these 3 points, this square, this bottom squares, and then it can form squares with the top ones. So basically what the basic is, as you already know, when we have a square then the coordinate of this is, let it be x comma y and let it be temp x and temp y. So you can clearly say when this is a square then x will be equals to temp x, given the condition that they are like along the x and y axis, the sides are parallel to x and y axis. That is why they have given this condition. Okay, so x is equals to temp x and x and y and this temp y. The difference between y and temp y, that will be the length of the square, that it will be length. So once we get the length we can find out the coordinates that it can form square with. So we can find out this coordinates, and this will be x minus len comma y, this will be x plus len comma y, this will be x plus len comma temp y. Okay, simply temp y. Why to do y plus len when we have temp y already there? So here we can do x minus len comma temp y. So basically if we get the length we can clearly find out what are all the coordinates that we require for forming the square. Okay, once we get the coordinates that we require to form a square, we can do a search and see whether the particular point is already inserted or not. Okay, whether it was provided by the stream earlier or not. So basically two things here. First, we will need what are all the points that have same x. So first we will need points with same x. Second, what we'll do, when we get points with same x, we can calculate the length and we can calculate the points. So once we have got the points, we have to do a search to see whether the point is present or not, that point. Okay, so these two functions that we need to provide, doing these two, if this can be done in optimized way, our question is solved. Okay, so what we can do is to search this points with the same x. What we can do is we can use a map where the key will be the x coordinate and the value will be a list of pairs that have the same x coordinate. Okay, this solve our first problem. So if you want what are all the points that have same x, we can get it in order of one time. Second, when we are doing search, so suppose we have got the points. So if we have to search what are all the, suppose the stream has provided, suppose n number of points till now. If we go and for each of these points that we have find out, if we go and search this whole n, that will be problematic. Okay, so what we can do for this is we can create a grid, and each point will say whether that particular point is present, and if it is present, how many of them are there. Okay, so second, we can use a 2D grid to see whether that particular point is present, and if it is present, how many times. Okay, so so two things here. First, we have to see whether we can form a square, and that we can find out by seeing whether the point is present or not. Okay, once we have find out okay, square can be formed, then how many of them can be formed, that will see like how many times the point is already repeated. So suppose this particular point is repeated a times, this particular point is repeated b times, and this particular point is repeated c times. So the total number of squares that can be formed with this as constant, and we can pick any of this combination of a, b, c. So basically the number of squares that can be formed is a into b into c. Okay, so that's it. That's the concept, and this is the two data structure that we are going to use. One is a map of the integer, that is the x coordinate, and the list of the pairs, and second the grid to search whether the point is present, and if it is present, then how many number of times. Okay, so let's see the code and we'll understand it better there. So see, we have created a hash map of pair with same x, and second pairs whether they are present or not. So if the value is 0, they are not present. If the value is greater than 0, then they are present, and that will give the count of number of times it is present. Okay, so here you see, first we'll do add. So when you are adding it, suppose the first point you are going to add, so we'll take out the x and y values for simplicity, then we'll check whether in the grid that we have already created it is present or not. If in the grid it is not present, then we will add it in the map, because we don't want to add duplicates in the map. In the map we don't want the duplicates, and to handle the duplicates we will add the counter here in the pairs itself. Okay, so when we are adding the pairs in the map, we are checking that whether that particular point is already present or not. If it is not present, we will add that particular pair here in the map, and if it is already present, we won't add it, we will just increase the counter of the point. See, at the pairs x, y plus plus. Okay, so this is basically what we are doing. Now we have stored the point. Suppose we have added this particular point. For that we have added the count here. Okay, now we have added the particular pair here. Suppose we have another other pair we have added to this x and increases the count. Suppose this is the grid and increases the count. Suppose we have added this particular pair here, added that particular pair to the coordinate of x, like storing it in the map, and then we are increasing the particular value. Now when we reach this particular point for which we have to do the count, we will see what are all the values or what are all the points that are available for this particular x that we are doing with this c. Pair with same x, we are getting the value of for that particular x, what are all the lists that we have. Okay, if there is no value for x, we will get an empty list, else we'll get the original list, what are all the points are there. Then we'll iterate over each of them pair, and we'll take out temp x and temp y. Suppose this is the first pair that we have got, and we have taken tempx and temp. Now what we'll do is, if the value of temp x is equals to x and temp y is equals to y, that means it is the same point which is not applicable or which is not valid. Okay, so we'll continue. Otherwise, what we'll do, we'll take out the length here and then we will count. So you see this particular condition, if you see this satisfied two condition, or this encapsulate two condition. First, if the value is present, that is these coordinates, if they are present, so then these values will not be zero. Okay, if they are not present, these values will be zero and count will be zero. So where there two conditions are itself satisfied in the single statement only. First, if they are not present, then these value will be zero and the count will be zero. But if they are present, so what we have done, we have first seen whether that square is possible or not. So we have that is done by when it is not zero. So when these void values are not zero, that is square is present. Then how many? Then we'll do multiplication of these three, a, b, c, that we have seen earlier. So that is what we are doing. So basically, if we have the point, it can form square with this particular part, or it can form square with this particular part, not with the top one. Okay, why? Because these two constraints that we have selected 2 points, and with 2 points we can form only two square, either this side or this side, not the above one. Okay, so that is why we are doing here 2 times only. X plus ln comma y, this particular point, x plus ln temp y, this particular point, seeing whether these particular points are present, and these two are already present. So we'll do a multiplication of these three and we'll get the count, and then we'll do x minus ln here comma y, x minus ln comma temp y. We'll see whether these two are present. If yes, we'll do multiplication of these three and get the answer. These two conditions are for the constraint where they are saying x should be greater than equal to 0 and less than 1000. Okay, so to keep that constraint in mind, we have given this point. That's it, and thus we will return the count. So this is basically what the problem is. Let me submit this particular problem and see what happens. Okay, let me submit it. Yeah, see, it is success, and this link, the code will be present in the description. You can go ahead and check that particular link and can use the code. Okay, thank you.